the school prayer by Swati. School prayer by Swati.
Good evening, everyone. O hidden light, vibrant in every atom. O hidden light, shining in every creature. O hidden love, embracing all in oneness. May each who feels himself as one with thee, may he is also one with every other. Thank you.
Thank you, Swati. Friends, we're really happy to have all of you with us. A very, very warm welcome to each and every one of you. And today we have with us Meera, and most of you might be knowing her because she's taken sessions at the school and she's also spoken at the Spiral of Wisdom, I think a year or two ago. So very, very warm welcome to you, Meera. I request everyone to have their audio on silent because this is being recorded. At the end, if you want to ask any questions, kindly unmute yourself and ask your questions. I now ask Swati to kindly introduce our esteemed speaker. Swati?
Meera Narayan Sankriti is a certified Hoponopono practitioner with Dr. Hugh Lam, a qualified counselor from Parivartan Counseling Center, and has gone through a training with P.K. Saru, NLP practitioner certified under Dr. Dick Maku and founder trustee of Spurge Counseling Training Center, Bangalore. Meera has worked as India learning leader at Honeywell Technology Solutions and was responsible for leadership and behavioral training and promoting the team leads to become the able leaders. So we welcome you, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you, Swati.
Thank you.
And it's over to you, Meera.
Thank you, Sajani. Thank you, Swati. Namaste, everyone. I'm being very happy being here. I will begin with a shloka, and then I will tell you the process that I'm going to take you through today. As you all know, Saraswati is the goddess of all the learning that we do. So this is a little shloka that I always begin with. Namaste Sharade Devi Saraswati Mati Prade Prasida Mama Jifa Agre Sarva Vidya Pradamama. Thank you. First, I'll be taking you through what is Hoponopono. That's an introduction, and also a little bit about a story of Dr. Hewlin, and also how he became famous and how he cured a ward of criminals in Hawaii. And that made him, that made people to learn about him. And the process of Hoponopono and examples that I can give you. And the 4 stages of awakening by doing this. And also the Ha breathing, which is, giving healing examples. And also cleansing meditation at the end, if you have any particular thing that to be cleansed. Actually, Hoponopono, when I got certified, what was told to me was not to share with anyone, because Hawaiian method of healing, Hawaiian people didn't believe in sharing things with other people. So they were a bit upset with Dr. Hewlin also because, when he started the sessions. But, that's how it is, you can't keep everything a secret. So you have to get inspired to do. And the School of Ancient Wisdom is one place that I've been, talking about this, because other people like, clubs and all, they call me, but I do not do that because I don't get in who are in the similar wavelength. It comes back and hits you is what Dr. Hewlin said. So I don't do it except as School of Ancient Wisdom, and thank you very much for that, for inviting me here. Okay, there's a quotation that I start with, that we do not see things as they are, but as we are ourselves. That is by, said by Henry Thomas, who is an English novelist. It's all about perception as to how we perceive things. So here, Hoponopono is very simple, powerful, and it brings you a sense of peace. It's letting go of toxic energies within us to allow the impact of divine thoughts, words, deeds, and actions. Okay, whatever error that we do in a daily life, it is to rectify that. So in our tradition, we have a lot of healing methods, all religions, but it's all universal. But the thing is, how we express in each religion is different. In Hoponopono, we have only divine who is in charge. Here, other things, like EFT, visualizations, affirmations, intentions, all those are there, but they are all, we are in charge of things here in Hoponopono. There is no letting go. Okay. It's a Hawaiian method of healing, which is very ancient and kept as a secret for a long time. However, his name is E. Haleakala Hewlett. He says even pronouncing his name is a cleansing. Okay, so he says he kept it as a secret for a long time. He was a professor, PhD professor from a University of Iowa. And he was a psychologist and then a professor of psychology. But in Hawaii, he met this medical practitioner called Morna Nalamaku Simona. And the medical practitioners in Hawaii were called as Kahuna Lapau. And so he had developed self-identity of, healing method through Hoponopono. And this is a process of repentance, forgiveness, and transportation with love. That's the thing. But, Hewlett was a little skeptical, but she healed Dr. Hewlett's daughter, who was having shingles, and the skin had deep cuts, but only with, it wasn't getting cured with any kind of methods, but with Morna, she could cure this girl. And then, so he took interest in this method of healing. And he says, okay, let me also attend her sessions to see how it works. But several times he paid the money, he attended halfway through, and she would look at the ceiling and say, do you see the spirits? And then he would think, no, I don't. What is she talking about? And he would leave the session in the middle. But then what happened was, finally, he says, I'm wasting my money and time. Let me stay back and see what happens. So he stayed till the end of the session one day, and then found that it was indeed a very simple and a great method to heal oneself. And so he says, okay, let me also join her. And then he started working with Morna. And the story goes that he was appointed as a psychologist in a ward full of criminals who were dangerous criminals, who were shackled. And the people used to get scared even to walk through. There was a lot of absenteeism. And nobody would stay there more than a month. But then when he came, he says, oh, this is another guy who comes. But he came and he never met any of the criminals, but he used to ask them to bring the files to them. That's all. He could hear the toilets flushing on their own, and the walls, whenever you painted the walls, the paints would come off. And there were no garden, no plants to bloom, nothing. So he was wondering what is happening. So he would sit in his office and look at the patient's files. And then while going through the files, he felt anger, disgust, empathy, also pain, because he used to think, what are these people done? But then he said, okay, I need to heal these feelings in myself because I am feeling it in me when I'm going through the files. So he said, I need healing, not them. when he started healing himself about those feelings, accepting them as they are, taking full responsibility that they are also human beings, they've done it for whatever reasons it is, then people started behaving nicely, the absenteeism became less, and the nurses were really surprised. And they said, okay, they came through and said that I'm going to paint the walls. So they started painting the walls, and the shackles came off. They started planting trees, they started playing tennis outside, everything. And finally everybody got released and the ward itself got closed. So that was something that was really amazing. And he says, whatever you do, you're 100% responsible for your client's problems, because I'm speaking from a perspective of a counselor. So whatever you do, like, because you're 100% responsible for your feelings, for example, you're not happy about the job, your boss is a tyrant, and there are terrorists killing people in Kashmir. Many people ask, are we responsible for that? Yes, it is our responsibility because we think about those things. Okay, we are giving energy to that. So he says, world is your responsibility. So how you perceive, how you give energy is what it is. That doesn't mean responsibility doesn't mean it's your fault. Okay, it means you're responsible for healing yourself in order to heal whatever or whoever is that appears to you as a problem. Okay, whoever comes across as a problem, whoever, for example, even our the election results have brought in so many issues here. So we need to heal ourselves. Then only, because we talk about problem, we are there, because we become a part of the problem, is what he says. So we need to heal ourselves. So listening to this, that how did a person without seeing a word of criminals healed people? This Dr. Joe Vitale, he is a author of so many self-help books, and he writes to him saying, I want to meet you. So Dr. Hewlin agrees to meet him. And then when he says, why do you want to keep this as a secret? The whole world can benefit, isn't it? So then he says, it's a tradition in Hawaii that we don't, reveal. But then he says, don't reveal anything to the outside world, but you can heal the whole world at least. Don't you think so? Because the world needs help. So finally he says, okay, so how does this work? Is the faith. Faith is the basis of healing, okay? For example, it's a total surrender. I will share the screen if that's okay. I hope I can do it. I'm not very technically sound. Okay, give me a minute, guys, please.
Swati, will you help her, please?
Swati, can you see now?
No, ma'am. There's an option called share screen at the bottom.
Okay. All right.
You have to just click on that.
Okay.
And there opens a window. And if you just click on your slides window.
Okay.
Yes, now it's visible.
You can see now?
Yes.
You can see it now.
Okay. All right. And then he also talks about pronouncing the word, your name correctly, because we always say, small, let's say Meera is my name, but they call me baby at home. But they say it makes a difference when you call your name completely. It's a healing for yourself. So here he calls even his name, Dr. E. Haliakala Hewlin. In Hawaii, I is pronounced as E. Hale means, I believe, house. And so I think I'll give you the example, the definition of that later. That's how he says, even pronouncing his name is a healing process. So it's a Hawaiian system, as I told you, to heal oneself and the world, it says. Where and when is the problem? We are 100% responsible, as I talked to you. So how can the problem be solved by Hoponopono? Okay, it's a Hawaiian word also. Ha in Hawaiian is an inspiration. Alo means God, which is aloha is in the presence of God. So anyone can do Hoponopono. There is no religion, caste, color, culture, language, education, nationality, nothing. So that's the best part, because many religions have, segments where we cannot do things, but here it is nothing like that. And it works on these premises. One is that there is a God and we have to have utter faith in him. Second, we are all made in the image of God, no matter who we are, where we are born, what it is. And third, we are responsible for anything that happens in our lives and around us. That means we take 100% responsibility for all our experiences in our lives. So when we change, everything around us changes. That is what it is. Hours looking at us, right? And then the second thing is to have faith. Surrender. Surrender means total surrender. We still have sometimes, question mark. You think the God will work through us? Will it be possible? And all that. I think, I don't know whether I shared the story earlier, but there is this one called Gajendra Moksha in Hindu tradition, which is, an elephant in a temple, Narayana temple, always used to come and pray for him. One day, what happens? He goes and drinks water while a crocodile catches him. This picture is in the Kerala Ananta Padmanabha temple. It's on the wall of the thing. You can see it. And then he holds on to that the grass, and then he keeps pulling it back. But he keeps saying Narayana, Narayana. He doesn't, nothing happens. So then Lakshmi says, you always say you are there for the people who love you and believe in you. You're not helping this elephant. He says, no, he's still holding on to that grass. If he lets go, if he just surrenders completely, I will go, then rescue him. Then when the pull of the crocodile becomes more, the elephant lets go and then screams again, Narayana. Then that time he goes and then helps the elephant, to come out of the claws of the crocodile. That is the total surrender. This story is told for total surrender. Okay. So you see, all of us are born in the image of God, but our fears, resentments, all these, block the guilt, all of them block our attachments, because one is in TA, that is in transaction analysis, we say from 1 to 7 years of our lives, that is childhood, is very important. All those injunctions that we get from our parents, from our grandfathers, from our nannies, from our school teachers, whatever is there, that is stored as memories in the subconscious mind. So that is the one that plays, because these attract, based on the 7 years of our lives, we make a decision that this is how my life is going to be there. That is, I am beautiful, I'm handsome, I'm important, or I am not important, my needs are not important, I am ugly, I am not, I don't have, my needs are not very important. These are the things based on the messages that we get from our parents or, around us. We make a decision that is called script. We write a script, and we can change the script, if we work through it later with all those, methods. We can, but at that point in time, that's how the child stores all the memories in the subconscious. And when we erase these data, that's when we become zero. Here, this diagram I don't know how visible this is or how clear it is. Here, this is the child, the base, the total base is a child, which is in a subconscious mind. And the mother here, this is the conscious mind. The father is the super conscious mind. And the top one is the divine. So when the memories from the subconscious mind, all these injunctions given are stored here. But when the memories are erased, it will go into the divine. That is, it goes upwards, not downwards, is what doctor says, Dr. Hewlett. So as I told you, anyone can practice Hoponopono, but we have to work on the negative feelings that we are working. And the memories are constant, because no matter what we do, every day we remember something. And we have to clean. For example, he says, when you want to go to a dentist, start cleaning and you will get a good person to, work on your teeth. Okay, so I'll give you some examples at the end. Another important thing to remember here is consciously we have to ask God for help, like the elephant did. Otherwise, he's not a concierge for us. Okay, he's not there to say, I'm there. And in our subconscious mind, there are 15 million bytes of memories. And we choose only 15 bytes a day, which is, I don't know how long it takes, probably a lifelong to erase, I'm sure. Okay. So as we clean every day, saying those 4 phrases that I'm talking to you, that inspiration comes from God, is the belief that is there. And it is a very simple method. That's why many people have questions. Is it okay to say these things, and is it powerful? But it is powerful. Okay. I'll tell you my own experiences also at the end. All we have to do is repeat these 4 sentences. The 4 sentences are, I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, and thank you. And why we are saying this is, love has great healing powers, and saying I love you to God generates an immediate sense of physical well-being and also mental well-being. It's like meditation. And anything, love is the basis, isn't it? In all our relationships and everything. Because we love, we are a part of school of ancient wisdom, isn't it? And when we meet each other, we do feel really good. And the energy is good. So it connects us to God, and we give the we give the positive energy. And whom are we saying sorry? Because many people in my one of my sessions asked, why do we say sorry? I haven't done anything wrong, right? So we are not going to be apologetic for anything. It's an acknowledgement that we are sorry for any part of us of feeling this negative feeling, although we are made in the image of God, that, we are not acknowledging it. So I'm sorry it took me so long to acknowledge my negative feelings, is what you're saying sorry to. Nothing about you're sorry about you've done something wrong. It's nothing wrong. And then asking for forgiveness is, why is this negative feeling? Although I believe in you, although I'm totally comfortable with you, why am I feeling this negative feeling? Okay, so you're asking for forgiveness. And that is where you are asking for your unconditional love, and also you're surrendering completely, that you're asking for forgiveness. And thank you is you taking responsibility for whatever is the negative feeling happening in me. I want to let go of that. I am going to erase the memory, and I acknowledge. So this is like a petition to God that I am giving it to you. And then it's like everything is so beautiful when you're not looking for flaws, right? When we see flaws in others, it reflects the flaws in us also. Whatever I see in somebody, it's a part of me feeling that. It's not maybe them completely. So always it's a perception. Whatever you see in somebody else, it's a reflection of how you're feeling inside. Here, by letting go of our judgments and perceptions of people, we change the world in us. As I told you earlier, that when we change, everything around us changes. That definitely happens because usually we start blaming others. We don't take responsibility, but then it always begins in us, within us. So we have to take 100% responsibility for what we do. And any question, because it's very extremely simple to do and very powerful also. The first immediate response that you get in Hoponopono is a sense of peace, and a sense of physical relaxation. Because when you say, I love you, everything changes, even to a child or anybody, for your spouse or children or sister, brother, anybody, or friend. And second is, it happens over a time that your needs are taken care because you're totally surrendering. Okay, what happens is, because many people say, What did I do? Everything is done by God. Okay. That doesn't mean you don't do anything. Okay, I'm going to sit today. Nothing is. No, you're doing everything, whatever it is, but you're trusting that everything good will happen to you. That's what it is. This is over time that happens. Your needs are taken care. Any questions you can ask me now? How and when to do Hoponopono? I will ask. Is there any question that you have?
Kindly unmute yourself and ask questions.
Can I ask a question, Sajani?
Please go ahead.
Okay, Meera, hi. This is
Hi.
Sunita.
Yes, Sunita.
So I've been sort of randomly, in a way, I do it every day. This I love you, I'm sorry. But I want to know, if you can do this for someone else, or is it only for your own self?
When you do it for yourself, Sunita, whomever you're intending to will work on them. Okay,
I
then
see.
okay.
I didn't get that. You mean I keep the person in my mind, but I...
Yes, it works.
Even though that person may not really believe in it at all.
Yes, because I'm a counselor. And when I get clients, I do keep cleaning. I'll be listening to their stories, but I do keep cleaning because that is when I clean those feelings of what they are saying is what going to heal them. Because if I heal myself, they'll also get healed. That is so. You can say it silently,
Of course.
Yeah, to yourself. These 4 phrases: I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, and thank you. So that's the only thing. And then before you sleep at night, your subconscious mind, that's the child in you, right? Because see, when you listen to music, what happens? You listen to it over and over. It keeps playing in your mind, every day. Morning, when you listen to something, the whole day it keeps playing. Same way, if you say it before you sleep, and the child in you will be playing it all night. So that will be cleaning the subconscious mind. So you can do that also.
Before sleeping, you say this.
Yes, those 4 prayers, you can say it silently.
And
Okay.
what about at the start of the day?
You can say it any day, anytime. See, that's
I
the best
usually
part.
just do it at the start of the day.
Yes.
After my morning prayers. So
yes.
I have a question.
Yes, please.
Hello.
Yes, please tell me.
Can you hear me? This is Jigna.
Sunita, have you finished your question?
Yes, please take the other question. Thank you.
Thank you, Sunita.
Thank you. Now the next person who asked a question.
Actually, I can't hear. Can you hear
Go
me,
ahead.
ma'am?
Yes, we can hear you.
Yeah, the question is here is, so this can be done any time of the day?
Yes, any time of the day, anywhere
Any
you're
time of the
there.
day, or it's only before going to bed?
No. Before going to bed, if you say it, it'll go into the subconscious mind and it keeps playing at night when you're sleeping, is what I said. But you can say it any time of the day, anywhere you go. Even, I'll give you some examples, which truly, because I wanted to test it out, honest to God. And it really works because it's really amazing. And it is really, I keep wondering, oh my goodness, it does work. So I don't tell this to anybody, but I'm sharing it here. It works. So anywhere you want to do, you can do it. And then any place you want to clean. For example, Dr. Hewlin used to be called to the hospitals. He said sometimes the hospital bed, many people go and they don't come back. Okay. The spirits are up in the thing, especially in the ER room. So when he entered the ER room, he used to feel from waist down, he wouldn't feel anything at all. So he had to clean before. Then, because he says if people die with memories, they will be earthbound. So you can release them by saying this also, is what he says. So he used to go to hospitals and then clean the place. And then even in sessions, he used to clean the room before the sessions. And also some of the chairs, because many people who have like financial problem or some problem, if you clean the room, you clean everything before you go, and clean, if you want to go to the hospital, clean the hospital before you go. By saying this, those are the 4 words. You say it and then you keep cleaning. And that works. And accident spots, because I believe his brother called and said that this one intersection has a lot of accidents. What do we do? So when he cleaned, the accident stopped. So I wanted to check that because I live in Vidyaranyapuram. On the main road, there is an intersection where every year a bike used to be, a bike rider used to. So I started cleaning that place. Touch wood, believe me, I'm not boasting. It has worked. And since then, I haven't heard a single one. So it works. So please believe it works. And you can do that cleaning.
Could I ask a question, Vasanti?
Yes, please, Vasanti.
So could I, let's say someone has insulted me. So if Mr. X insults me, should I say, I love you, Mr. X. I'm sorry, Mr. X. Please forgive me, Mr. X.
No. You don't say it to him. Okay, Vasanti, when an ex hurts you or insults you, what's the feeling you get?
Yeah, I feel hurt. Yeah.
So that feeling you say it. Okay, you say it to heal those feelings because you're getting it because of him or her.
Oh, so it's always to yourself.
Yes, and when you heal those feelings, he'll stop insulting you.
Oh, I see. Okay, thank you.
Okay, what's in me that is happening? Last night, my grandson has been here. I went to US and I came back, and he is only 3 years old. He was very, he had this separation anxiety that my grandmother went away somewhere, because I have another daughter in the US. And when I came back, he wouldn't go home. He thought I will go back to the US. So then he's been here for last 3 days, and then he's having fever. Suddenly I felt, and then I said, I didn't want to get up and give him medicine. I held on, just kept my hand on him and said, what's in me that's causing this fever? God, let this heal. Believe me, by morning, the feeling, the fever, which was 102, had come down to 98.4. So after that, he got, he was very active and everything. So I've been doing that. It works. So I'll give you some examples also, because it'll seem bizarre. Okay, can you heal the whole world just by uttering 4 simple words? Yes, because you are doing it for yourself. That's why.
Meera, I have a question.
Yes, please tell me.
So this thing, what you are doing is Hoponopono. Is there any certified course for that? Do you have any course for this?
Yes,
how
yes.
do you learn this? I mean, if you are a professional, and if I want to learn that thing, how do I learn it?
You can attend the course. There is an exam that you need to pass. They give you modules. You can do online. I did it, because I've been a counselor since last 20 years, although I used to work full time in Honeywell. But during COVID, I thought I have gone through Hoponopono, and when you see on the net, you get all wrong things. So I wanted to do it. And so, because I also didn't understand, like Vasanti asked, should I heal myself or should I heal somebody else? So that's when I, unfortunately, fortunately for me, Dr. Hewlett was alive. He passed away last year, January 15th. It's a sad thing, but the course is available with Dr. Joe Vitale. In what I'll do, if I find the link, I'll send it to you. You can give me your email ID.
Sure.
You can do it. There is a thing, and then for 2 years, you have to practice. And then after that, you can do an advanced course also.
Okay. It's online, right?
Yes, online. And then exam also is online, and certification also, it will come once you pass.
Okay, great. So, okay, fine. I'll just forward my number to you on your WhatsApp. I'll WhatsApp to my address, my email ID.
Yes.
Yeah, excuse me. I'm
Meeraji,
Shanti.
can I ask?
Yeah,
Shanti,
please.
you ask. What
I
do
didn't
you
get
ask?
your name.
Geeta,
Your question?
no, my name is Shanti. I want to repeat the same thing what the previous. I don't think she told us her name. Who was interested in doing the course?
Yeah.
I'm
I
Jigna. I'm
you could
Jigna. Sorry.
share it. Yeah, you could share it in the group if you can. I hope I get to the group, and if you can share the link, I too would like to do the course. Or if you want, I'll send my mail. I don't have your number. I know how to contact you because I'm not in the group.
Okay, Swati would have it. Sajani would have it.
Okay. Okay.
Yes. And will you put your name and number in the group and state that you would like Meera's email or number? Please write that
I'm
in the
but
chat right now.
If you add me to the, please add me to the group and I will.
Yes.
Thank
Put that in the chat.
Yeah. Thank you so much,
Thanks.
Swati.
Okay.
Thank
I
you.
have a question.
Sure.
Ma'am, I have a question, Meera ji.
Uh-huh.
You said to clean the hospital, or supposing, say in the market, I find, somebody fighting. It may
Yes.
not be because of me, but there I say to myself to clear that, I
Yes,
love you, please
whatever
forgive me,
feeling
I'm
that
sorry.
you
thank you.
generate, yes, whatever feeling that you generate because of that incident or that person or problem, you say it to that.
Oh, not to the person or the people. Okay, I get it.
No.
I've been doing it wrongly all these years.
Yes, even I did that. Until I did the course, I did that. I did it all wrong. I was wondering why. Then, no, you have to do it for yourself, not for them. Let's say
Okay.
the dogs are barking because
Yes.
I used to work at night also sometimes, and my dog would bark because outside dogs also hear bark. And then they say, oh, Meera's dog is barking. And I would hold his head and say, what's in me is causing this guy to bark.
Oh, like that. Okay.
So it's like that. Whatever feeling you get because of that, you heal that.
Sorry
And
to
then,
interrupt.
yes, please. I have to do 2 meditations, guys. Yes, please. Yes, Sajani?
Who's that? Who just said something now? Sunita, I think.
What's the guide?
She said
Here
somebody's
with
going to
Meera,
interrupt.
I have a question.
Sajani,
If you
I'm
don't
not
mind,
clear.
Meera.
Answer question. What
Okay, can
was the
you say your name because I see.
Hi, Meera.
Yeah.
one by one?
Meera, I
Meera,
just have a
Geeta asked
question.
something.
Okay.
Oh.
Who's
Okay.
speaking?
Sharma is popped in now.
There's a question in
I
the
just-
chat also.
So asked, I want a clarification on
Suppose,
Geeta's
Meera,
question and the answer given.
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you properly.
Just before this, Meera, she was asking you about doing someone else or I didn't-
Sunita, you're not clear, Sunita.
Sunita, would you like to type it in the chat, please?
Yeah, that will be better because you're breaking, Sunita.
Meera, can I
Okay,
ask you
okay.
one question, if you don't mind?
Yes, please.
So
Is
if
it
somebody is
necessary?
hating you, okay,
Yeah.
you can make out. So whom do you say sorry, to me or to her or him?
No. Okay. Are you angry when they hate you?
Obviously, anybody's going to be angry, right? I mean, if somebody hates you, somebody gives you, somebody talks bad in front of you. So you say sorry to yourself or to them?
No, you say sorry to the feelings that's generated because of the hate. Let's say I say, Meher, I hate you. So what do you feel immediately? Feel like
You feel angry.
You feel like
Yes.
beating me up, right? So
So
that anger, then you have to say to that, what is in me that's creating this, generating this anger. And then you say, you heal that feeling and then the other person changes.
Also, you mean to say if the person hates you, you say sorry to yourself?
Yeah, not to yourself, to the feelings that comes up because of that.
Because of that hurt. Okay.
Whatever the anger, the disgust, the pain, whatever it is, you say it, you heal those feelings. You don't say it to the other person. The other person won't even know we are doing this.
Correct.
They won't know. They need not know also.
Thank you so much.
You don't have to share or say anything to anybody. So
I have a question, please.
Yes, please. Okay.
This is Kashmira.
Yes, Kashmira.
Do you have to say it in the order that you have given it? Because I've seen different orders. Like I love you.
There are different. No. This is how I was taught, and because why it is also is been given. I love you. As I explained to you, because I'm in the grace of God. I'm sorry I didn't recognize that so far. Please forgive me for that, and thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, I'll take you through two meditations.
Meditation.
Okay, one is it's called ha breathing. Okay, because let's say, for example, I've given you here back pain. Okay, you have a back pain or a knee pain or anything. By saying I love you to the back pain, whatever is going on in me that created this back pain, please forgive me. Okay. And ha breathing, ha means, as I told you, it's a Hawaiian thing. It's like a house. So number 10 denotes completion. Breathing mentally, spiritually to get at the memory, we are doing it for the soul. The soul is loaded with memory, the subconscious one. And so this ha is a process of saying I love you. And also he says it even cures depression. Okay, so each breath we are taking, the breathing is saying I love you. And so if you all can sit comfortably, put your feet on the ground, because you Indians, the Hawaiian people used to respect Mother Earth a lot. And they say Earth is very important for them. And even American Indians used to feel, because most of the Hawaiians are American Indians, and they used to believe in the, God. And they say animals and then earth, and they're all very, very sacred for them. Because they say even there is a earthquake, animals will know even before humans can make out. And they used to build teepees, like that. And then that used to show that, that connected to the God. Okay, so here, what they say is to connect to the four. You imagine a rectangle. Okay, imagine a rectangle, and then you do the breathing. It says four corners of the universe. It's so simple. It says you inhale the divine for 10 counts. Okay, and pause and hold your breath for 10 counts, and then exhale for 10 counts, and clear your memory and pause for 10 counts. Any questions?
No, it's clear, ma'am.
Okay.
Can you please tell, when you inhale, what do you say? I love you, is it?
I love you. And then you say to like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I love you, I love you, love you, love for 10 counts.
Okay.
And then you
And-
pause. And when you
Ah.
pause also, you count for 10. And when you
Okay.
exhale, you exhale for 10 counts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9,
You
10.
don't say anything when you.
No. And then you pause again for 10 counts before you
Oh.
breathe. So you have to do
Oh.
10 rounds. 10 rounds
Oh.
of this. So
Oh.
I will not speak. And
Thank
then
you.
once I'm done, then I will, raise my hand. And then I will take you through another breathing exercise. It is called the visualization, where, you have a specific person, place, or problem to be cleaned that we can do. Yeah. Okay, now can we start? Put your feet on the ground, and your hand, he says, this is divinity, because your thumb is a divinity, and pointer is you. So by bringing this, like the chin mudra, okay, divinity is bringing the you, and the divinity is coming together by bringing thumb and pointer together like this. Okay, put it and facing upwards, because the energy you need, and then count to 10 counts. Okay, inhale, count to 10. Pause, count to 10, exhale, count to 10, and again pause, count to 10. So the cycle is 1 round. Like that you do please 10 rounds, please. Okay. Put your feet on the ground and include Mother Earth, because she's also your family. And then after 10 rounds, I'll ask you to open your eyes slowly. Okay, let us start. Okay. I am done. Whoever is not done, please continue. I think we should be done by now.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, we're done.
You rub your palm and then put it on your eyes. Get all the energy. In this breathing, when you're doing, you can include your family, relatives, ancestors, everybody, so you can clean them also. Because he says many times, what our ancestors have done, it comes to us. So we can clean all that and we can breathe this for generations, so we can clean. And then he also says you breathe in the energy because then you stop wandering around and then your body will not go into trauma. And also it will shut down all the doors of your mind wandering, and also helps to shut down the doors, whatever the negative things. And this also helps in kind of curing anxiety, depression, and all that. So he says you need to clean even the ancestral thing, which is very important, he says, because many times I was really not, understanding, but in Kannada also, I don't know how many of you know, or in Hindi, I can say, whatever our ancestors have done will come into, our children, or whatever we do, will go into. I think even Hawaiian people believe in that. So he says the ancestral thing. And then he also says, don't discuss all your problems with everybody. It's not good. You only discuss with God. Second thing, don't listen to everybody's problem because you don't need it. You don't need all that, muck for you. He says, don't listen to that. As much as possible, don't share or don't discuss, is what he says. So, and then, when you travel also, he says you can do, let's say, for example, you're traveling in an aeroplane or a train anywhere, you do the ha breathing. He says you will travel safely and there won't be any jet lag. I have tested that also. Okay, so that works. Any questions?
What is the significance of the rectangle here while doing this?
That is okay. See, I was in Santa Fe, Mexico, New Mexico. There I bought something which one lady suffering from cancer was selling it. And it was so beautiful. Maybe I should bring it and show you. If you can wait for a minute, I don't know how to show you that. It has 4 sides.
Bring it, Meera. We can see it. Why don't you bring it?
I'll bring it because I just bought it without knowing what it is. But then I got to know the significance of it.
So, Sajju, do you think it's like pyramid healing then?
Let her come back. Yeah, she's come back.
Okay, here, see? Can you all see this?
Yes, we can see it, Meera.
Okay. I just love the colors and I bought it. And the person who was selling said that this is a local one. And then that lady, makes it handmade. And then she sells it because, she wants to raise money for her cancer treatment. I'm a cancer survivor. So I said, okay, I want to buy. Without knowing all this, I said, I like to buy this. And my son-in-law bought it. And then I didn't know the significance of these 4 things. As somebody questioned, they say these are the 4 seasons, and these are the 4 corners of the universe, and the 4 stages of our lives, and then 4 seasons also, and 4 stages of a person's life. So Santa Fe, on their train and all, they have a nice logo. And when I saw that, that's when I realized, okay, this is what it is. Probably if I can just quickly Google that and tell you what it is. It is called, it has a particular name, that the 4 sites. 1 minute. Santa Fe.
So we visualize ourselves inside the rectangle and then do this exercise.
No, not inside the rectangle. You just imagine the 4 sides, because you're doing it for all the 4 sides of the universe. That's it.
Okay.
Santa Fe, 4 sides.
Also.
Sorry?
Hello, Meera. I'm Meera.
Hi.
Can
Hi,
we
Meera.
Here also, Meera?
Yeah, I'm also Meera.
No, can we focus on the picture?
Yes, please.
This is basically for the breathing, Meera.
This is, yeah, because the Ha breathing, we are doing it for the 4 corners of the universe.
Okay.
That's what it is. Probably what I'll do, I'll send it to Swati, and Swati, you can put it in the
group, Meera.
Okay, is that okay?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Okay, great.
Focus on that also, Meera.
Sorry?
Take the picture and focus on that as we are breathing.
You can do that. You can, you know what I have done is, I have drawn rectangle. Maybe I'll show you here. I've drawn a rectangle here. See, I couldn't put it in the thing. I didn't have enough time. So you can just say this, inhale the divine to 10 counts, pause and hold to 10 counts, exhale here to 10 counts and pause. So you can just imagine the rectangle also. That's also possible. Okay. So now if anybody has any particular stuff, like you have something specific to clean, a person, place, or a feeling, or anything you want to clean, we are taking 100% responsibility. This is a short meditation. If you would like, I can take you through that. Is that okay? Okay.
We'll go through it.
Okay, it's already 7:25, so okay. I'm going to say it. So all of you, please close your eyes and keep your hands on your lap and put your feet on the ground, because you need to feel the Mother Earth. Okay, close your eyes. Take a deep breath. Visualize something that specific you want to clean on. Example, a person, place, feeling, or anything you want to clean. Remember, we are taking 100% responsibility. We are clearing the data that is going on in our mind. There is a blue light that comes from the top and enters your chest. And you are lit up and emitting the blue light. Now, think of this person, place, or feeling that you want to clean, and focus the blue light on this person, place, or feeling. Keep breathing, inhale and exhale. Visualize that you're getting everything merging with the blue light. please utter, I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. What is in me that is creating this feeling or this anger, this pain, or this person causing problem, or this place, whatever the feeling? I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I have come from the void into life. I am the breath that nurtures life. I am that emptiness, that hollowness beyond all consciousness. I am the I, the it, the awe. I have cleansed all the negative memories into this pure, pure light, blue light. I feel happy beyond, and I feel content with what is with me right now. I'm sorry. I love you. Please forgive me. Thank you. Slowly you can open your eyes.
It's really wonderful, Meera.
Thank you. And as Hewlin used to study in Iowa, so he says Indians believed a lot in the corn silk. You know, when you get this corn, remember the silk that comes out of it. So he says that is sacred. And you keep a little bit of corn silk in a little bit of box, you know, a small box like that, like in a little box, and put it in your purse. Wherever you travel, wherever you go, he says it will be safe for you.
The corn, Meera.
The corn silk. You get the sweet corn, remember, with the husk. The husk.
Oh, yes, yes, yes.
Okay, and when you open it, you remove the skin, and inside there is that silk. That husk, we call it husk or silk. That you take it and you know, put it in a little bit of box.
Oh, never heard about this.
Yeah.
A small piece, is it? Because that is big.
No.
Or it is that green thing that after the green you find it.
No.
The silk is yellow in color. It's just soft and like.
It's like a silk, like the thread of your hair, you know, like your hair, the silk, you know, you get the corn like that, right? You remove.
Oh, yes.
Gold color.
Corn. Can I get it for you?
It's also called the hair. Some people call it the hair of the corn.
They call it a silk, corn silk. We say husk, I think, isn't it? Or husk? No. So it's the corn silk that, you know, you get that corn like this, you remove the outer green color skin. Inside, before you get the yellow corn, you get the husk, I mean the silk, right? That you take it out.
Can you show us? Do you have anything? Can you show us?
I have. I'm so sorry. Today I should have kept it here, but I had to drop my grandson, and in that I forgot. I got it right.
In fact, corn silk tea is supposed to be very good for health, for gout, kidneys.
Really?
Yes, you have the recipe on YouTube.
Wow.
What is it? What is it called?
Corn silk tea.
Tea. Okay.
Good to know, Ramesh. Thank you. You can just Google corn silk and you'll see that
you see this
high blood
corn?
pressure, vision, and all it's used.
I'll stop sharing, then maybe you can see me. How do I stop sharing?
We can see you, ma'am.
We can see you. Just show
See
us.
it.
You can see, is it?
Yes, yes, we can see it.
See this, the corn complete thing. that I did. Okay, you remove the skin, right? Yeah. Do you see this one here?
Oh, okay.
This one.
I just threw it.
I can only see the Jignasha. I can't see you.
Oh, okay. Wait a minute. I'll stop sharing.
Can
Stop
everyone
sharing,
switch off their,
yes.
everyone switch off their videos, please?
My video is off. I just threw that corn silk.
All the way.
Just threw now. Oh, yo. So when that becomes dirty, you have to throw it, is it? Meera ma'am? When that corn silk becomes dirty, it becomes dry, then what do? You just throw it and get the other one, is it?
You keep it, nothing happens to it.
Is it?
No, because I've had it from, my God, I don't know, for so long.
Oh, is it?
See, when you remove this,
Only the
Jigna,
Jignasha.
can you shut your video so we can
No,
see
please,
this?
My
shut
video
your-
is shut. My video is shut only. I'm not
We
opening
are
my
only
video now.
seeing you in a lawn and
Okay.
Every time she speaks, it'll come up. She have to mute.
how do I make it big, Ramesh?
I think if you're finished with it, you can close the presentation.
I have closed the presentation, but this is not becoming.
No, we can make
we
it
can
big.
see you now.
You can
Yeah.
see me, okay. See this?
Swati? Yes, ma'am.
At your end, kindly close it.
No,
See
it's
this
not
one.
possible. She should only close it.
Can you see? I've closed it.
No,
It's
ma'am, you
clear
have to
now.
stop sharing.
Meera, Rohini here. You can go to the right hand and say pin to screen.
Wait a
Pin.
minute.
If you make pin to screen, pin next to your name, adjacent to your name, there are 3 dots. Pin anta madidre, you will get that on the screen. A big it will come. Pin.
Yeah, even we can do it. We all can pin the screen.
It says remove pin. So should I remove pin?
Oh, you're
No.
already in the pin. Okay.
No, you are fine, ma'am. It's just everyone who's talking, their names, their pictures come. So everyone just let her talk, please.
Okay, see, this is the silk. Can you see?
Yes, we can see it, Meera.
Okay.
Okay.
So that's
Thank
the
you.
silk, that's the silk you keep. And so I hope I've answered all your questions. If there is anything, you can email me or something. So
How many times do we chant? How many times do we say these 4 sentences when we are doing it?
There's no count. You can go on saying it whenever you are, Let's say I do, because my opposite neighbor, they've got a child who constantly screams. So then I keep saying to myself, because whoever comes to that house, for some reason, they have a child who cries a lot. And I keep thinking, oh Lord, is it me? So I keep saying that to clean, and it's coming down now. So it's like that. You can say it as many times as you want and whatever you want.
I have a question, ma'am.
Yes, please.
I'm Meher. And you mentioned that cleansing of that accident site. How does one do that? Do you talk to yourself or do you talk to the site? Or
No, what's in me that's causing the accident in the site. So
but
I'm cleaning. I'm cleaning. I'm looking. See, you don't even have to go to that place.
Yeah.
See, somebody says something, you can just visualize that site and then start cleaning. That's it.
Wow.
So
you don't have to go there.
If Meera ma'am, if it's let's say a bruise or something that's hurting, a back pain, say, do I still just think of the back pain and just say the same sentence?
What's in me that's creating this back pain?
What in me
Okay. Thank you.
Any more questions?
I have a question, Sajani.
Yes.
Okay, Ramesh. And after which you can do the vote of thanks too.
Sure. Hi, Meera. Nice to see you back.
Same here, Ramesh.
It's good to revise this. So my question was in the rectangular breathing. We started with the inhalation, holding the breath for 10 counts, and exhaling and holding the breath for 10 counts each. So 40 counts altogether. Now, while we're doing that, do we And you mentioned you spoke about the blue light that comes from above and it enters your chest, and then you glow with the blue light. And whoever you are focusing on, the person, place, or thing, will also get merged into the blue light, isn't it? So while we're doing it, did you also say that we should, in each of the cycles, or in each of the 4 cycles, did you also say that we should include the Hoponopono?
No. 1 minute. Ramesh, don't get confused. There are 2 different things. Ha breathing is different.
Okay.
And this visualization is for a particular problem. You have a different problem. I have a different problem. Meher has something. Vasanti has something.
Right.
We are going to focus on that problem and merge the blue light along with that feeling. You know, let's say I'm very angry with my husband. Yeah, I want to kill him. So I don't want to kill him. So I want to say what's in me that's causing this feeling that I want to kill him. Okay. So I'm going to merge that thing with him. That person's, you know, why he's acting like that. What's happening? Or my boss for that matter, because many of us hate our bosses, right? So we can do that.
So that
This
means
visualization is for a particular problem. This ha breathing, when you do your healing, your ancestors, your you know, your own depression, you can include your whole family when you do the ha breathing. That is the 4 sides which you're doing for the whole universe.
Your prarabdha karma, basically.
Exactly.
In fact, talking about, I just asked this question last week, but maybe it's a couple of weeks back, but it's very relevant, I think, to what you said today. You were speaking about teenagers. Because I remember hearing that in countries where people do not have the concept of Pitrupaksha and ancestral karma, where they don't pray to the ancestors, teenagers, especially the teenagers, are very troublesome. But in countries where they do have this ancestral prayers, the teenagers are not really troubled. So this is directly got to do with the bhatakte hue atma kind of syndrome.
Exactly. And then that's what, you know, when he shares that when he goes to the ER and he could see the souls there, you know, liberate us. And then I did something called as alpha mind power. You know, I used to do the meditation. In that, there are about 6 levels which I did, including the Kundalini and all that. So she used to say, on an Amavasya or a Purnima day, you sit and, you know, imagine that you're in front of an ocean, and on your hand, you bring about a lotus, and then whoever you want to release, let's say somebody is dead in our family, you just call all of the souls and then meditate for them and then say, I release you. She used to teach us that. And that I remembered when he said that, you know, he says, include your family and include all the people that, you know, you want to heal, and breathing mentally and physically, you're doing this, right? So he says you include all of them. That's what it. And then he says when you're playing the memory, you know, when he wrote on the chart, we could see so many things, you know. That's why he says, you know, ancestral karma that comes to us. That's why we should do good, so our kids are that's what people say, no? That's what. And I was thinking so much of similarity in, you know, in Hawaiian people, that they believe like we do in India. They also believe in very sacred thing. They believe earth is very sacred, the place is sacred. And they say your car, your furniture, or whatever you sit on, he says you talk to them, they will, you know, respond to you, whether they have life or not, but they'll definitely respond to you. He says, I sit in the car and I drive on that highway and I say, oh, I'm just holding the steering, but you're doing the work. You know, you should be really, I think he's an amazing guy.
So for ancestors, suppose we include all the ancestors, and I know I've heard that some of my ancestors must have had a lot of unfulfilled desires. They were angry young people who passed on in an old body. You know, you have that syndrome as well. So if that is the case, then do we have to do it many times for them?
You know, no, when you're doing it, you include them, you know, remember them. That's it. And then so they get released.
So in just one sitting or a few sittings, they get released?
It's up to you, you know, however, with one sitting is also okay, as long as you do it.
My goodness, that's really an access to a great healing. Thank you.
It is really.
Thank you, Meera.
Yeah, because I used to have a lot of back pain and my knee pain and my leg, my left leg. Oh God, I couldn't sleep. And then I kept, no matter of massage, nothing worked. But this worked really. And when I say people, so really, it's so simple, but it's really powerful.
Amazing.
I've got a question, one final question.
Yes, please.
Go ahead.
Sorry, Sajani, I've got one question only.
Go ahead, Cashew.
So all these three methods are with Hoponopono, or Hoponopono is separate, triangle is separate, rectangle is separate, and blue light is separate?
Blue light is a visualization that you want to heal a problem or you want to deal with it. And Ha breathing is also a part of Hoponopono because it's another healing method in the Hoponopono because you are saying, I love you anyway when you start off. And then that's it. When you hold, it's to the divine that you're doing it. And it's just for the, you stay in the moment and you keep cleansing. That's it. Nothing else. He says the more you ask questions, he says no. He says breathe. You are also going to include your ancestors, your relatives, and you go back to the beginning of the creation. You're breathing for all the generations that come before and clearing whatever is there. You don't want all that to you. So you please, clean all that, and you need only you. You don't need the past karmas to you. No, you don't need it.
In fact, when you mentioned that we should do it with the right technique, I remember I was doing it in a wrong technique earlier. I used to remember that person who troubled me. Even that also worked, but I think what you're saying now will work even better. But I noticed in one or two sequences, you actually put I am sorry in the beginning. So is the sequence important? It is important, right? I love you.
No, the sequence is that I love you. That first thing, love, kind of transcends everything. So
the remaining in whatever order.
Yeah. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Meera.
Thank you very much, really.
On that note,
Thank you, Meera. It was really an amazing session, and you can see lots of questions. Hopefully, we can have a workshop sometime like we did once at the school.
Sure.
So thanks a lot. It was really so good. And from this, I request Ramesh to kindly propose a formal vote of thanks. Over to you, Ramesh.
With pleasure, Sajani. Meera, thank you so much. Of course, you are a very much loved and a very well-known face in the School of Ancient Wisdom. I remember we did this Hoponopono, I think maybe 2 years back. I think the last time we did it. And it was just as wonderful. In fact, this time, I think that I have had, I'm sure others echo it too, that we've had new learnings in what you have shared with us this time. I felt it was very powerful, especially what you shared about the ancestral karma, because when I look around me, I can see so many families are quite severely affected by ancestral karma, especially maybe the more wealthy ones where the ancestors are more attached.
You're right, because we don't know them, right? We don't know. Yes. Actually. So yeah, those are the things, simple things. So
whatever you taught us today, really you paid a human service to transforming the quality of our lives. So thank you so much, and may God bless you abundantly.
Thank you.
We'd love to have
a little bit for anybody. That's really great. Thanks a lot, really.
Thank you very much, everyone. It was really wonderful. I'm so glad we had quite a few people today. So that's good. And we would like you to come back again next week. Every Thursday, we have amazing speakers. So kindly join us again next Thursday. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Swati, can I ask you a favor? I haven't seen what's in the chart. So can you please just take a screenshot and send it to me so I know what the question is?
Yes, ma'am, I can do that.
Okay, because there are 29 questions. So, okay. Thanks a lot.
Okay.
Thank you, Meera.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.